Well, there was only so long I could go not talking about this movie. The reason I hadn't made this video until now is because I knew what the reactions would be. Everyone knows that I was deeply disappointed by Man of Steel, and any video talking about its sequel would involve me mentioning my opinion of the first film. So don't even think about having a go at me in the comments section. I didn't even want to do this video in the first place. Okay, so the child inside me is incredibly excited for the Superman Batman movie. I mean, of course, how could he not? I mean, Batman the Caped Crusader squaring up against the Man of Steel? This is every fanboy's dream. We finally get to see these two larger-than-life characters clash, both in physical form and a clash of their ideologies. We'll get to see how they bounce off each other and essentially create a friendship. And all the fanboys will finally put that fucking who would win in a fight argument to bed. Mainly because I'm praying that if the movie does have them fight for a little bit, then it'll put to rest this ridiculous idea that Batman can defeat anyone. So, Superman Batman movie? Fuck yeah, I'm game for this shit. But when I sit back and look at the bigger picture, when I look at it while taking into consideration that this lot that made Man of Steel, giving it a terrible screenplay, bland characters, nothing beneath its surface, and making it into a boring 2-hour-long visual effects reel are sticking around, and the fact that the dull, uninspired, and depressing universe is remaining, and the fact that we barely even know who this Superman is at this point, considering the film never explored his ideology, and then threw in an out-of-nowhere character action that only left us with 1,000 more questions, to lead us to still have no idea who this Superman is. Yeah, this film could easily suck. Now granted, some of those facts were going to be true of any ordinary Man of Steel sequel, but the one that worries me the most is that we genuinely have no idea who this guy is. Man of Steel spent its entire running time setting up the status quo, and when I finished watching it, I still had no idea what to think of this guy. All the film told me was I should feel sorry for him because he has a sad past, and he might be a hero. There wasn't much else to his character, and if you're going to put this Superman and Batman in the same movie to explore what makes them different to one another, this really needs to be established ahead of time. Furthermore, it's obvious that a Superman-Batman movie team-up film wasn't planned from the beginning, otherwise they wouldn't have tried to Batmanize Superman so much in Man of Steel. And I really can't see how these two are polar opposites in this universe. So it seemed that some weren't happy with my previous Batfleck reaction video, so here are my thoughts. You know what? Affleck could be pretty damn good as Batman. I know when I heard the news I thought it was a joke, but it's really because he's not very famous for playing the dark, brooding characters, and is more suited towards the comedic everyday man. But I really don't think it's fair that when people say, give me a reason he's not right for the role, they leave a cutesy little Daredevil full stop comment. Seriously guys, what was the big fucking deal with Daredevil? I mean, yeah, it was bad, but it was bad in an uninteresting way, and by no stretch of the imagination was half of that movie's failure anything to do with Affleck. Okay, he wasn't really a perfect Daredevil, but he held his own in the fight scenes, and he did a good performance in it. The character of Matt Murdock in it was just written bland and boring from the start, so Affleck didn't really get too many moments to shine. But what we did see was he could play the dark, brooding, tragic backstory character with ease. If anything, out of this whole thing, I actually think Affleck is the best thing to hear come from this project. So, am I excited for the Superman Batman movie? Does it really matter? Warner Brothers have been marketing geniuses. It doesn't matter if this film is good. It could be an abomination of a film, and people would still have paid for that ticket, so the film is going to be one of the biggest financial successes of all time, and if the film sucks, the fans will still defend it till their dying day, because a lot won't want to admit that these Superman Batman movies sucked. So it really doesn't matter what I think. It's gonna make billions, and it's already a financial success even in concept. Granted, I'm talking as if this film is already gonna suck. It could turn out to be good. Man of Steel has kind of already dampened my expectations for the rest of the DC movies, especially if they're all to be controlled by the same creative team. But granted, perhaps they just dropped the ball on that project. So I'll leave the creative team behind this movie with this. This is the first time Superman and Batman are going to star in a live-action, big-budget movie together. Don't fuck this up. Cheers for watching guys, and as always if you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel.